Chosen one, the air around you has shifted. You can feel it, can't you? That quiet tension, that strange vibration in the atmosphere that follows you wherever you go. Eyes are turning. Conversations pause when you enter a room. Energy changes when your name is mentioned. They're talking about your wealth, both the kind that can be counted and the kind that cannot. You've become the silent subject of curiosity, jealousy, admiration, and misunderstanding. It's not because you flaunted anything. It's because divine favor carries a light that can't be hidden. And right now, that light of yours is drawing attention from those who can't understand how you're still standing after everything you've been through. They whisper because they see something rising around you. They feel it before you even see it. The energy of abundance, the vibration of provision, it's radiating off your spirit. God said they're talking about your wealth, but you must stay grounded. The noise is not your concern. Let them speculate. Let them invent their stories. Your focus must remain on the source, not the sound. Because in this season, distraction is the most powerful weapon the enemy uses against elevation. The moment you respond to the noise, you descend to the level of those who can't comprehend your purpose. This is a sacred warning. When God begins to move in your life, people will start to measure your blessings through their limited understanding. They'll try to define your success with worldly language, forgetting that what you carry isn't of this world. You've worked in silence, suffered in silence, prayed in silence, and now your harvest is visible. But not everyone will celebrate that visibility. Some will question it, some will try to attach themselves to it, and some will simply talk, trying to find flaws in what they never built. You must remember, the moment your name starts echoing in rooms you've never entered, that's confirmation you've stepped into divine relevance. It's not a coincidence. It's alignment. Heaven is broadcasting your signal louder now because your season of quiet endurance has expired. But with visibility comes testing. Can you handle being seen without losing your balance? Can you carry the weight of abundance while keeping your heart humble? Can you walk through praise and criticism without letting either define your identity? Chosen one, you've been chosen not just for overflow, but for responsibility. Wealth is more than money. It's influence, energy, vision, legacy. You are becoming a vessel of divine economy. Your words, your ideas, your presence, they create ripples. The spiritual world knows it, and so does the physical one. That's why they talk, because deep down they sense that what's coming for you is beyond explanation, and what can't be explained often gets misinterpreted. So let them talk. Let them wonder. While they speak, stay rooted in gratitude. Stay unshaken. Remember where your wealth truly comes from. It's not your job, not your connections, not your luck. It's your alignment with God's will, your endurance through storms, your obedience when no one was watching. You built this on faith, and that faith will continue to sustain you. As you listen to this, breathe. Feel the weight of the blessings hovering over you. The universe is aligning its flow around your energy. The very things that were withheld are now magnetized toward you. You're entering a frequency where manifestation feels like air. It surrounds you. It moves through you. Stay grounded. Don't rise so fast that you forget your roots. God didn't raise you to float above people. He raised you to lift them. And when the noise grows louder, When the whispers multiply, smile, because every word spoken about you is another echo confirming your ascension. The more they talk, the more heaven expands your territory. You're not here to argue. You're here to ascend. The light around you has grown stronger, chosen one. It's undeniable now. Even those who once doubted you can feel the shift in your energy. You've stepped into a divine flow that exposes hearts and reveals intentions. When wealth begins to manifest, whether in peace, wisdom, or material blessings, it stirs hidden emotions in others. Some will disguise envy as concern. Some will question why it's you. But what they fail to realize is that this wealth was never about chance. It's the harvest of endurance, the proof of divine investment. You didn't stumble into this moment. You were guided, molded, tested, and refined for it. You're not here by accident. You've been guided to this moment. The energy of this message found you because your spirit called for confirmation. Write your warmest wishes in the comments and seal them with 99. It's time to release your intentions to the universe. Don't hold them back. Don't doubt them. Let them move with faith and power. When you write them, speak as if they've already manifested. Let your words breathe life into your future. And if your soul feels something awakening right now, don't scroll away. Like this video. Subscribe now. You belong here. You found your tribe, the ones who know that faith isn't a fantasy, it's the architecture of miracles. The truth is, when divine favor enters your life, it doesn't just elevate you, it exposes everything around you. Suddenly, people start showing their true faces. The ones who once ignored you now study your every move. They'll act curious, but their curiosity carries weight. Some of admiration, some of silent resentment. They'll discuss your business, your blessings, your energy. They'll try to understand what they can't replicate. And that's where your test lies, in choosing stillness when the world demands a reaction. God said, stay grounded, because wealth without humility leads to spiritual erosion. The higher you climb, the more you must anchor yourself. You've seen what happens to those who chase validation. They crumble under the pressure of perception. But you, chosen one, are being trained to stand firm, to let the noise bounce off your peace like rain on stone. This isn't a time to prove yourself. It's a time to protect your energy. Protect it like sacred gold, because the more light you carry, the more shadows will be drawn to it. Remember how far you've come. Every tear, every delay, every rejection, none of it was wasted. The same people who once doubted you are now drawn to your glow. Some are silently calculating, wondering what your secret is. But your secret was never hidden. It's divine obedience. You listened when others mocked. You worked when others quit. You prayed when hope felt hollow. And now the rewards of that unseen labor are becoming visible. You are being watched, not because you're ordinary, but because you are the evidence of what faith produces. When God blesses you, He often does it publicly, not to make others jealous, but to make His power undeniable. You're not showing off. You're showing what's possible. And that's why they talk. They can't explain the peace you carry, the abundance that seems to follow you, or the calm you hold even when storms rise. Stay grounded in that calm. Don't let the vibration of gossip distort your frequency. Your wealth is sacred. It's the reflection of your alignment with the divine. Keep your roots deep in gratitude, your eyes fixed on the source, and your heart free from pride. Because when you walk humbly with abundance, you become unstoppable. Wealth that's anchored in humility cannot be taken, cannot be cursed, cannot be destroyed. It grows quietly, silently, but powerfully. And you, chosen one, are walking proof of that sacred truth. Chosen one, every blessing carries a weight, and now that weight has found its way to your shoulders, not as a burden, but as proof that you've been trusted with more. The energy surrounding your life right now is magnetic. Opportunities, connections, even unexpected breakthroughs. They're not coincidences. They're responses. The universe is responding to your alignment, to your consistency, to your unshakable faith. But with every elevation, the air gets thinner. And that's why God keeps whispering one word into your spirit: grounded. Staying grounded doesn't mean shrinking. It means remembering the soil you came from. It means walking with the same humility you had when nobody believed in you. Because the same humility that attracted your blessings will protect them. The chatter, the opinions, the quiet judgments, they're just proof that your light has become too bright to ignore. But light, when grounded, doesn't just shine. It transforms everything around it. You are not just carrying wealth. You are carrying an energy that changes frequencies in every room you enter. That's why you must remain unshaken. There will be moments when you'll feel misunderstood, even targeted. People will talk about your wealth as if it was their business, your growth as if it was an accident. They will attempt to attach themselves to your narrative, to feed off the power that surrounds you. But you must understand this. Not everyone deserves access to your table. Your abundance is holy ground, and not every hand that reaches toward it has clean intention. Some come to bless, some to take, some to simply observe. Learn to discern the difference. When the noise grows louder, slow down. Don't defend yourself. Don't chase explanations. Wealth in spirit and in substance doesn't need validation. Your life speaks louder than rumors ever could. Those who are truly connected to divine wisdom will feel your purity without words. And those who aren't, let them talk. Because while they waste their energy in speculation, you are being built into something eternal. Their voices are temporary. Your purpose is not. Chosen one. The universe will often test the maturity of your wealth by giving you moments where silence feels unfair. When lies circulate, when your name is used carelessly, that's not the time to react. It's the time to refine. Silence becomes your crown. Groundedness becomes your protection. You don't fight back because you know that no one can take what was assigned to you by heaven. You don't lower yourself to defend what was divinely decreed. The more they talk, the more they reveal their position, not yours. Your story has never been about speed. It's been about depth. And depth is what keeps wealth from collapsing. Many can climb fast, but only those who are deeply rooted can remain. You are that kind of soul. You didn't just pray for blessings. You built the structure to sustain them. And that's why God keeps reminding you to stay grounded. Because He's not just blessing you with wealth. He's making you the foundation of something generational. Remember, real wealth doesn't flaunt. It flows. It doesn't scream. It stabilizes. The wealth God is forming in you will outlive the voices that mock it. So breathe, stay still, and trust that the noise is just wind. It moves around you, but it can't shake you. Keep walking with quiet authority. Keep remembering. Your wealth is not just in what you own, but in what you've become. You are peace. You are proof. You are purpose. Chosen one, you can feel it in the air. Your wealth is expanding beyond what eyes can see. The divine current around you is alive, moving, shaping every detail of your reality. You've entered a spiritual altitude where you can no longer pretend to be ordinary. The vibration of your life is now unmistakably divine, and those who are still bound to lower frequencies will sense it even before you speak. That's why the atmosphere around you has changed. That's why people's reactions toward you feel strange lately. It's not personal. It's energetic. You've become a walking reminder of what happens when heaven decides it's your time. They're not just talking about your wealth. They're reacting to your energy. Some will call it luck. Some will call it arrogance. But you know it's grace. They can't label what they've never lived. They don't see the long nights, the private prayers, the moments when you almost gave up. All they see now is the glow, the stability, the fruit. But God saw the roots. He saw the tears that watered the soil, the faith that kept you steady when everything else was shaking. That's why He trusts you with this level of abundance, because He knows you won't worship the gift more than the giver. This stage of your journey is sacred because it demands wisdom. Wealth attracts, but it also exposes. You'll begin to notice people trying to get close, speaking sweetly, pretending to understand your path. Some will come with real hearts, others will come wearing masks. Don't be quick to label anyone. Just stay observant. Your intuition has matured through pain, and now it's your most valuable asset. The same discernment that protected you in the storm will protect you in abundance. You're entering a phase where being grounded will determine your next level, because elevation without humility leads to collapse. The more you rise, the more invisible roots you must grow. Stay connected to what's real, your prayer, your peace, your sense of purpose. Don't let external admiration intoxicate you. Compliments can be as dangerous as criticism if they pull you away from your center. Remember, God didn't bless you to become louder. He blessed you to become wiser. You'll feel the pull of two worlds, one telling you to celebrate loudly, and another whispering to stay silent and observant. Choose the whisper. There is great power in stillness. In stillness, you hear God clearly. In stillness, wealth multiplies effortlessly because your energy remains pure. The more you protect your peace, the more your abundance expands. Groundedness isn't just a spiritual posture, it's a weapon. It keeps your frequency clean in a world polluted by comparison and greed. They'll talk, yes. They'll make assumptions, yes. But every word spoken about you becomes fuel for your purpose. The chatter becomes confirmation. The tension becomes proof. You've become a mirror. People either see their potential in you or their insecurities reflected back. That's why reactions differ. Don't absorb their projections. Don't let their fears rewrite your narrative. Stay rooted in your truth. You earned this peace. You created this alignment. You obeyed your calling when it was hardest to believe. Chosen one, as you continue to rise, never forget this. Your greatest wealth is still invisible. It's in your discernment, your peace, your connection to the divine. Money can fade, attention can shift, opinions can change, But your spiritual wealth, your inner authority, your grounded faith will never decay. You've become the living embodiment of what grace looks like when it's sustained by discipline. So let the world keep talking. Let them wonder how you stay so calm while your blessings overflow. You know the truth. They can't comprehend divine mathematics. God multiplies what man underestimates. That's why your story will outlast every rumor. Because while they're talking, you're transforming. And every time you stay grounded, heaven expands your reach even more. Chosen one. This is the part of your journey where silence becomes golden and patience becomes your hidden weapon. You've walked through the storms. You've been watched in your stillness, and now you stand on holy ground, wealth glowing around you, yet your heart steady as stone. Every step you take now echoes with divine precision. You're not chasing opportunities anymore. They're finding you. You're not begging for recognition. The universe itself is announcing your name. But even in this divine spotlight, God keeps whispering the same message through your spirit. Stay grounded. Because you've reached a point where success can become a test. The whispers that once came from shadows now come from smiling faces. People will act as though they celebrate you, but you'll feel the undertone, the curiosity, the subtle envy, the silent wish that they could understand the secret behind your calm. They see your glow, but they don't see the gravity it takes to carry it. They talk about your wealth as if it were luck, unaware that divine wealth demands sacrifice. And the ones who mock it, question it, or try to imitate it, will eventually realize that imitation cannot duplicate grace. There's something sacred about the position you're in. You've become evidence, living proof that obedience attracts overflow. And yet, the higher you rise, the more you'll feel the pull of the earth calling you to remember your foundation. Because God is not just blessing your hands, He's refining your heart. He's teaching you that groundedness is what keeps miracles sustainable. The blessing isn't the money, the growth, or the attention. It's the self-mastery that keeps you from losing yourself in it. You are not what they say you are. You are who you remain when the noise fades. Stay grounded when they praise you. Stay grounded when they misunderstand you. Stay grounded when they project their insecurities onto your light. The ones who speak of your wealth are only acknowledging the reflection of what they secretly desire. Some will be inspired by it, others intimidated by it. But none of it can touch your purpose unless you let it. You're not meant to explain yourself. You're meant to embody peace so completely that the confusion around you becomes irrelevant. Chosen one, there's a reason the divine keeps your spirit calm while the world speaks. God is using this silence to prepare you for an even greater unveiling. Every rumor is being turned into a reason for revelation. Every assumption is becoming fuel for transformation. While they discuss, you're being rebuilt. While they watch, you're being equipped. Every conversation about your wealth is another signal that heaven is expanding your influence. But you must move like the ocean, deep, steady, untouchable. The waves may roar, but the depths remain calm. You are no longer fighting for proof. You are the proof. You're walking evidence that favor has a frequency, that wealth can exist without arrogance, that abundance can be humble. You don't need to shout to be seen. Your peace is loud enough. You don't need to defend your blessings. They speak louder than your words ever could. You don't need to fear the noise. You've already mastered silence. And as you walk through this new chapter, remember, grounding is not about staying small. It's about staying real. You can be elevated and humble, wealthy and peaceful, radiant and still unseen by those not meant to recognize you. That's the paradox of divine success. It hides what's holy from those who seek it with pride. You've reached a level where stillness is your shield and gratitude is your currency. Hold on to both. Because soon, chosen one, the same voices that questioned your path will witness something even greater, something they won't be able to explain. But that revelation is not for now. It's for the appointed time. Stay grounded and let heaven finish the sentence. Chosen one, the moment you've been sensing is close. The whispers have reached their peak. The air feels charged, and every sound around you seems to echo your name. You've become the center of conversations, predictions, and assumptions. They talk about your wealth as if they built it, as if they understand the weight of divine favor. But they don't see the foundation beneath it, the nights you cried alone, the prayers you whispered with trembling hands, the times you had nothing left but faith. What they call luck was labor. What they call mystery was divine preparation. And what they call wealth is simply the visible proof of your invisible alignment. Stay grounded, no matter how loud the world gets, because the enemy doesn't attack what's failing. He attacks what's flourishing. The moment your blessings start to multiply, distractions will come disguised as opportunities. Pride will try to whisper that you did this alone. Fear will try to convince you it won't last. But you must silence both voices and return to your core: gratitude, faith, humility. Remember who you were before the doors opened. Remember the soil that held your roots when no one believed you would bloom. That memory is your anchor. It will keep your wealth sacred. Chosen one, divine wealth is not meant to isolate you. It's meant to evolve you. The more you gain, the more you are called to give. The more influence you have, the more humility you must show. You are not blessed just to live comfortably. You are blessed to shift atmospheres. Wherever you go, peace must follow. Whatever you touch, growth must begin. This is the spiritual law of those entrusted with abundance. So guard your energy fiercely. Every blessing you receive carries a test hidden within it. Will you remember who gave it to you? Will you stay low enough for God to lift you higher? When they talk about you, let them. Because every time they speak your name, your energy multiplies. You are being mentioned not by gossip, but by divine design. The universe uses even the mouths of your critics to announce your next level. So do not fight for clarity. Your peace will speak for you. The ones meant to understand your spirit already do. The ones who don't never will, and that's not your concern. Your only duty is to protect the vibration of your heart, because that's where your wealth truly resides. And when the noise becomes unbearable, look inward. Ground yourself in silence. Silence is not weakness. It's spiritual dominance. In silence, you hear the truth beneath the lies. In silence, you feel the calm of God's hand over your life. You've outgrown the need to defend your blessings. You've learned that the loudest voice in the room rarely carries the most power. Power is found in presence, and presence is born from peace. You've become that peace. You've become the example of divine success that needs no announcement. Chosen one, the talk will fade, but your impact will remain. Because what God builds can't be undone by opinion. Every rumor, every assumption, every envious glance, they're all just noise in the background of your divine story. Let the world talk while you build. Let them guess while you grow. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your elevation. Your wealth is not for validation, it's for vibration. You are raising the frequency of every soul connected to your light. So stay grounded, stay calm in the chaos, stay soft, even when you're surrounded by noise. You are the evidence that wealth and humility can coexist. You are the balance between heaven's favor and human restraint. And as you move forward, know this: the same people who questioned your blessings will one day study your peace. They'll realize it was never about what you had. It was about who you became. Your name has already been written in divine light. Your abundance is not temporary. It's eternal. And when they speak of you, let them, because their words are the wind that carries your purpose farther than you could ever reach alone. You've already won, chosen one. The lesson now is simple. Remain grounded, and the world will rise around you.